news, everyone. I've made it to the town of Mckendree. I'm going to go up here and do a few videos, and we'll start down here though on the sandbar. Then we'll go up there to the town of Mckendree. I'm in here in Fayette County, West Virginia. Mckendree is located in Fayette County, just outside the town of Prince, not far from Thurman. Actually, I'm like 2 or 3 miles from, at least 2 miles from Prince, maybe a little farther. I'm a long ways from Thurman though. I couldn't walk there in a short amount of time. It takes, being on the train going at a good fast speed, it takes over 30 minutes by train going at fast speed. Because if you're on Amtrak, you pull out the station at Thurman, it's a good 20-30 minutes before you get here. And Amtrak moves pretty fast. So I think I'm still 6 miles from there. And I actually bought some land there. That might be the old pump house. Mckendree Hospital was built in 1901. It's the miners' hospital for miners and their families in the New River Gorge to provide care for them. It's like a galvanized metal piping in this. I had to do some photography work too. The hospital itself is up on the hill though. I've never really explored this particular area. Last time I was here was in 2016, I think it was, or 2017. I explored the hospital site itself. There's people rafting down the river. Whitewater rafting season's over, I'll point that out. It ends October 31st. Halloween's always been the last day of whitewater rafting season for the commercial rafting. Maybe not for private companies, because private companies is not. But there's more. There's supposed to be a pump house. That back there might have been a piece of what's supposed to be the pump house down here. It's clear there's something down here because people walk this. Off long that goes to Bennett coal mine towns. Follow the paths, that's where you find stuff. It's not always the case, but usually there's stuff along trails and paths. But I've also learned that you'll find stuff in areas that people can't hardly get to. I'm gonna come down here and camp here. Come springtime, I plan on camping here. Yeah, the river's way up. Oh boy, is it way up. Which I know because Mckendree sandbar is a huge sandbar and it's submerged. So I should be able to walk a good 10 feet from that tree. But the river is running normal, I could walk a good 10 feet from the tree. At least. I don't see much down here. Not a whole lot worthy of filming. There should be more down here. There should be a pump house down here. Although that block thing, that pipe sticking out might be all that's left of the actual pump house. They used to have to pump water out of the river. Back in the day when the Mckendree Hospital, it was built in 1901, but back in the day when it was actually a Stratus. Now when I get to the start of the hospital itself, that's what I'll do more of the history of the videos of the hospital itself. But back in the day, I had trouble pumping because they had these little mountain streams, which during the spring and summer months they dry up, which is normal. But this area, it's quite normal for a lot of these little mountain streams to dry up. Circle Creek, which runs right below my house, dries up almost every year. Although it didn't this year because it's a rainier than usual year. I thought for sure it was going to dry up about a week ago because it started running real low. Then we got that storm that dropped over 2 inches of rain in like 24 hours. I think we got a total of 3 inches of rain with that storm at least. There's a train coming. I think. That might be the water from the river. Yeah, the river is up even higher. That's probably from all that rain from hurricanes. All that rain from Hurricane Jada. It starts with a J, Jada. Almost like saying Data from Star Trek, but you replace the D with a G. A J, I mean. You take the J and put it there in front of G, D, and it's Data. Okay, I'm confused. Hurricane Jada is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we got 3 inches of rain here, but some parts of North Carolina got 5, even 6 inches of rain. All these trees along the riverbank are still green and leafy because they're protected by the warm weather through here. Somebody stole a railroad tie to make a bench. Well, it's not a brand new tie, but it's kind of obvious it was new at the time it's put here. I'm gonna say, if I know for sure my backpack would be safe, I'll take it off up here. But I'm afraid to leave it anywhere, I really am. But at least I make the Mckendree. Now my next video will be the video of me exploring the hospital site itself. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and end and actually take my backpack off and actually relax and enjoy a nice relaxing set along the riverbank here, and just before I go up the hill to the hospital site itself. Maybe film that train if that's a train.